Everybody, this is Daniel Rock Zero here, back with another review. This time around, it's WrestleMania IX, dubbed the absolute worst WrestleMania of all time. Well, in this review, you're gonna find out my exact opinion on it. Oh yeah, is it the worst? You'll find out. Live from the Caesars Palace in Las Vegas, Nevada, this is WrestleMania IX. Togas and virgins and Trojans. Oh my, it's the largest toga party in the world, as just about everybody is sporting the toga. Hell, we got Jim Ross debuting here in a toga. We got one of my favorite broadcast journalists in Todd Pettengill sporting a toga. Gorilla Monsoon. Macho Man's not in the toga. Everyone else is, even Finkus Maximus. And the very, here comes Bobby the Brain Heenan, and every time I see this, here he is on the camel, riding backwards, scared to death. And then every time I see this, I just smile. Because it's just funny. It's fucking funny. Him riding backwards, scared to death, he falls off the camel, and then he, here is Macho Man. He lifts up the skirt of the toga on Bobby Eaton and points at his ass, and you're like, what? That right there. Oh, God, that just makes me laugh. Alright, opening match, Tatanka defeats Shawn Michaels in a solid Intercontinental Championship match. Very solid. Shawn Michaels caught him with a super kick midair. Yeah. He stored a finisher with that. It was just a great match. Unfortunately, it didn't count out, so it will not get 4 stars. But if it didn't count out, I might have given it 4 stars. But it gets a 3.5 stars, 7 out of 10. It's a very good match. One of the better Intercontinental time matches, actually. Next up, we have the Steiner Brothers defeating the Headstringers in another solid match. I give this one a 6.5. One of the nastiest bumps I've seen was the Headstringers give Scott Steiner a flapjack, and he goes over the top rope and almost lands on his head, and it looked like he almost fucking died from that spot. Rick Steiner's on the shoulders of Samu. Fatu comes off of the top rope, and Rick Steiner counters that into a fucking power slam move. Fucking great. Frankensteiner hits the finish, and 1, 2, 3, 6.5 out of 10 as the Steiners picked up the victory. That's my review on that match. A 6.5 out of 10. Very solid, good match. Now, here we have Doink the Clown defeating Crush. This match was bad. Very bad. However, I'm giving it a 3 out of 10. Why? I'm not giving it a dud. Why not 1 star? I'm giving it a 1.5 stars. Why? Because there wasn't 1 Doink. There was 2. Or was it an illusion? Here comes Doink. He's in trouble. And here comes another Doink. And then there's 2 Doinks. And then Doink wins the match. And then here comes another referee. And they look underneath the ring. And it's like, what the hell's going on? The crowd's all confused. The commentators, they don't know what the hell's going on. Is this illusion? Is this, what the hell is this? I have to give it 3 out of 10. I have to give it a 1.5 star. I have to do that because it was just so stupid. It was freaking funny. It was dumb, but it actually made sense because Doink the Clown was that kind of character. Doink at this time was creepy and legitimate, scary and terrifying. Legitimate. He made kids cry. He made teenagers cry. He made people feel very uncomfortable. He was really screwed up. This Doink the Clown was amazing. And this match from Doink the Clown, for Doink the Clown, this was great. Match itself was bad, but I just love the whole there were 2 Doinks thing. 3 out of 10. Razor Ramon defeats the returning Bob Backlund in a terrible match. Bob Backlund returned from the Royal Rumble, setting an all-time record in the Royal Rumble match at that time until a certain somebody we can't name. Thanks a lot, dude. Beat that score. But he comes back here at WrestleMania IX and loses to Razor Ramon in about less than 3 minutes. This match was bad. Bob Backlund should not have been in this match. This show needed Macho Man in the card, and this Macho Man should have been on this show. Anyways, a dud. Next up, we have Money Incorporated defeating the Mega Maniacs. That's Hulk Hogan and Brutus the Barber Beefcake via disqualification. Wait a minute. Hulk Hogan's in the World Tag Team title match? There's one red flag. Wait a minute. Hogan loses via disqualification, does not walk out with the tag belts? That's two red flags. Uh-oh, something bad's going to happen here. But this was actually pretty fine. Money Inc. tried to do their normal shtick and try to hightail out of here. But if they did that, they would get disqualified. And then in the end, ref bump. The referee gets knocked out. Jimmy Hart tries to be the referee. Counts 1, 2, 3, but doesn't count. And then Hogan, they get rid of Money Inc. And they throw away the money in the briefcase. And there you go. Hogan had a horrible black eye. Beefcake had this mask, and they really played it well. 4.5 out of 10. Yeah, I thought it was alright. Lex Luger defeats Mr. Perfect. The entrance with the narcissist Lex Luger was just great. Here you have all these hot babes. They coming out carrying mirrors, and they're like wearing really nothing. They're just wearing a bikini top and a thong and some netting, and that's it. And this is 93, guys. So they're holding up the mirror as Lex Luger just poses the narcissist, and Bobby Heenan just goes crazy with this. This entrance was amazing. This match should have been better. However, it was okay. I give it a 4.5 out of 10. There was a little botchy finish here as Lex Luger had got him in the backslide pin. Mr. Perfect's feet were on the ropes, but the ref didn't see that, so Lex Luger got the pinfall. He later knocked him out with the loaded forearm smash and knocked out Perfect, and they would battle on the outside. They would battle in the back, and then Shawn Michaels would blindside Perfect, and that would start their feud. 4.5 out of 10. Next up, we have The Undertaker defeating Giant Gonzalez as Undertaker via disqualification. Yeah, this is one of those things that Undertaker has never been beaten at WrestleMania. However, this kind of makes an asterisk because he beat him by DQ. Giant Gonzalez pulls out Ether from Harvey Whippleman, and I fucking hate the Ether thing. Knocks out The Undertaker. He gets disqualified. Taker gets taken to the back, and then he comes back. Crowd goes fucking crazy. He hits the big giant clothesline, and crowd just goes crazy. Is this the absolute worst WrestleMania match of all time? I've seen this match plenty of times, and I had to rewatch this match. Again, I had to rewatch this show to get another, to get a more recent mindset on it. I thought this was the worst, and you know what? I'm going to say, it's not. It's not the absolute worst match in WrestleMania history. It is still shitty, but it's not the absolute worst. That's the whole point of this review I'm trying to say. It's not the absolute worst match of all time. It's still a dud, but it's not the worst match of all time in WrestleMania history. You will see some plenty other worse matches. Undertaker with the Vulture entrance was really awesome too. Giant Gonzalez, fuck him though. A dud. Next up, we have the main event. Yokozuna defeats Bret the Hitman Hart in a decent, solid main event World Championship match. Yokozuna, the Royal Rumble winner. They boosted up this match pretty well. Can Bret Hart, the new champion, stop the unstoppable Yokozuna? He could not. Mr. Fuji would interfere, throw salt in the eyes of Bret Hart. Yokozuna would capitalize for the 1, 2, 3 and wins the championship belt, and crowd is booing the ever-living fuck out of him. Oh, man. And then all of a sudden, so here's Yokozuna, your champion, and then a minute passes by, and then all of a sudden you hear, "Fight for your life, do, 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 when it comes crashing down and it hurts inside. When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside." Yes. When you have a horrible accident and you lose the tag title match, you got to take a stand. Your match is not done. Your time is not done. He goes back out there. Hogan rescues Bret Hart. It's like, Bret Hart's blind as fuck. You're like, oh, go in there. Go in there. Like, his friend? The commentators try to say they're friends. Like, I'm pretty sure this guy hates Hogan. Hogan goes in there. The challenge is made. Hogan, they miss with the salt. Hogan hits the big foot, hits the leg drop, and 1, 2, 3. We have a new champion. Hulk Hogan is the new World Wrestling Federation champion. Yokozuna was champion for a grand total of 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Unless you count, which is the second shortest reign of all time. Should I give this a dud? It is an actual match, but you know what? I'm not going to take away points. I'm not going to, I'm actually going to ignore this. This was bad, but it was original. It never was done before. It was shocking at the time. It's like, wow, Hogan comes back out? We already had a title match. Wow, 2 title matches? Wow, and the crowd was pissed when Yokozuna lost. And they were happy as fuck when Hogan won. Like, so overall, this WrestleMania, I don't understand why people say it's the worst. I really don't understand it. It's the worst WrestleMania of all time, really? You have a solid Intercontinental title match, a solid tag match, not bad tag title match, not a bad Luger Perfect match, not a solid main event. Yes, Hogan wins the title again, but quit being booty bothered by it. It was original. It was spontaneous. It was never done before. It was shocking. So therefore, I'm not going to give it a dud. This WrestleMania is not bad. It's not the worst. It's not the worst. It's stupid. It's cheesy. It's lame. It's gimmicky. But at least it has a character. At least when you're watching WrestleMania 9, at least it looks special. Like, yes, maybe in a stupid way, but at least it's different. Like, you can tell this is a special event. Not like WrestleMania 11 that didn't even look like a WrestleMania. WrestleMania 2 didn't look like a WrestleMania. Hell, fucking WrestleMania 15 didn't even look like a WrestleMania. This looked like a WrestleMania. It felt like a WrestleMania. It was bad, but it was so bad it was good. It was funny. It was cheesy. It was lame, but this was the 90s. Get over it. This WrestleMania is not the absolute WrestleMania of all time. As a matter of fact, I say it's better than 11. It's better than 2. It's better than 15. And you know what? It's better than 27. I don't even think I'll put this in my bottom 5. From my point of view, in my personal opinion, my final verdict, a 4 out of 10. It's not that bad of a show. It's not that bad. It's not the absolute worst WrestleMania of all time. Next up, we have WrestleMania 10, one of the legendary WrestleManias of all time. I'll catch you next time. WrestleMania 9, once again, not the absolute worst show. 3 solid matches. 1 really bad match. 1 bad moment at the end. But you know what? That doesn't make it the worst. It's not the worst. And if you actually watch it again, you would actually have a laugh. I laugh all the time. Bye.